The following CannabisRadio.com program contains explicit language and content that can be considered graphic and offensive. This program is not suitable for all audiences, and the opinions expressed do not reflect those of CannabisRadio.com, its staff, management, or sponsors. Listener discretion is advised.
What is this? Oreos. Oh, yeah, I love Oreos, man. Man, ever since I was a kid, I would get really stoned, and man, I would have some munchies, some hardcore munchies, and I wanted some more. What? Why are you looking at me like that, for intern? What? Yes, I can talk about that. Why not? I was getting blazed up hardcore when I was a kid. Oh, come on. Oh, Jesus knows. Jesus is the one who told me this stuff. Okay, let's try again. Oreos. They just turned 100 years old, and they are awesome. You can lick them. You can open them up and just get your tongue going there, and man, just lick them, just lick all over them, and then licking that cream out of there. You know you like to lick that cream. You like to what? Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, let me try it again. Oreos. It's like a white person standing in between two black people. What? Oh, come on, that's good. That's about racial harmony. Two black people and a white person. Oh, come on. Okay, let's go again. Hello, everybody. This is St. Peter here for Oreos. I want you... What do you mean they don't want me? They don't want me to use my name? Come on, man. Come on. Okay, let's go again. Hello, everybody. I'm here for Oreos and tell you how awesome Oreos are because they're good. You can dip them in milk, and milk loves it. Milk's all like, oh, yeah, man, that's good. Oh, man, can I get a glass of water? Can I get a glass of water, somebody? I'm feeling very parched here. Let's go again. Hello, everybody. This is St. Peter talking about Oreos and how you can put them in milk, and milk loves them, and milk's all like, hey, this is awesome. Stick that in me some more. Stick it in me. What was wrong with that one? Oh, God damn it, one more time. Hello, everybody. I love Oreos. You love Oreos. Go to the store and buy some. There we go. That's it. That's the take. I'm done. Let's get out of here and go get some hookers. I know some hookers like Oreos. You would fall off of a cliff and fall on your...
This show is a well-oiled machine.
Pizzas shaped like penises.
That's gold, son.
CannabisRadio.com presents the Stoner Jesus Show.
Fucking Christ. Yeah, Stoner Jesus Show podcast. July 22nd, 2016. Welcome to everyone listening to podcasts or whatnot. See, these are wrong. These levels are wrong. Hold on, stand by. There you go, that should be better. Gotta have the levels right. Gotta have my levels all up in my grill or whatever. I don't know, I've been drinking. I was on Periscope just for the show. Go follow me on Periscope at StonerJesus420. I'm also on Twitter at StonerJesus420, of course. A lot of awesome stuff going on tonight. VDJ Sexy Hippie joining us in the chat room. It is July 22nd, like I said. Maybe I didn't say. I don't know. We are live on CannabisRadio.com. A lot of stuff going on tonight. VDJ Sexy Hippie has a fucked up story out of Canadia. I talked about it a little bit on the Periscope. This guy, apparently, was dismembered and decapitated, and people who did it are going to get off with a light sentence, and it's just a big clusterfuck. And as I said, I'm not saying, and we'll get into this more obviously with VDJ Sexy Hippie. I'm not saying that I've ever dismembered someone, but it's got to be hard. And ask O.J. Simpson how hard it is to decapitate someone. That's right. I reused that joke from Periscope. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I'll do that joke 5 times a night. Fuck it. Well, it's not really much of a joke. OJ almost decapitated his ex-wife. We also have, I'm going to try a live prank call tonight. I don't know. At first I was going to call the Trump campaign, but nobody's going to be there. Nobody's going to fucking answer. I'm just going to be talking. I'm going to build it up for nothing and talk to a fucking voicemail. So I'm going to try something else current event oriented. With what's going on. I know, but like I said on the Periscope, I don't have a lot of faith in this premise. Maybe if I drink a little more and partake of some other things, that maybe it'll come to me. Here, let's try another shot. I took a couple shots on Periscope. Let's do one more. Fuck it. Same bottle of Jim Beam I've been drinking for 10 months. I need more confidence in the premise. We're going to be calling a strip club. I'm familiar with that. We've done a lot of great calls at strip clubs, but the premise is new. It's never been tried. I don't know. And maybe I'm nervous for nothing. Because either way it turns out well. Either it goes great, and it's something I can use, or it just goes fucking horribly. And that's funny for people listening. It's not funny for me. It kind of sucks for me, but I don't give a shit as long as you all like it. Fuck it. Oh, God. It's terrible. It's terrible. Fuck you, Jim Beam. God damn. We have all that coming up tonight. You want to email the show, stonerjesus420 at gmail.com. Facebook, Disciples of Stoner Jesus on Facebook. That's our group for the show. Go join. If you want to talk and chat with and hang or whatever with the hardcore fans of the show, Disciples of Stoner Jesus. On the Facebook, of course, you can find Stoner Jesus on Facebook. Facebook.com/StonerJesus420. What else we got? YouTube. I'm putting the shows up on YouTube now. The Stoner Jesus 420 on YouTube. It's linked on stonerjesus.net as well. I tweet them out all the time. I think there's, I want to say 4 episodes up there now. Last 4 episodes. It's cool. It's it's got annotations and it's got time things where certain segments start. Like for instance, tonight's show, it'll when it goes up on YouTube, VDJ's segment will be listed in the description along with everything else that happened on the show, and it'll have the little time stamp next to it, and you'll be able to click it and go right to it. It's fucking amazing. Amazing fucking technology. Plus it's a cool little slideshow, different memes and different graphics for the show. Some of them move, some of them don't. There's different fucking transitions. I'm just fucking killing it in here. Anyway, it's it's cool. And a little banner comes up with whatever segment's on, like a regular segment. Not just I'm watching videos or whatever, talking, or this the first segment. There's nothing. There's the subscribe button for people, or the subscribe banner, whatever the fuck it is. Just go to the YouTube channel and look at it. Why am I spending so much time describing it to you? It's a visual thing. Because as you know, I've tried the. If you go to our YouTube, the live stream test is up there as well. Talk about horrific. That was horrific. The audio was fucked up. The video was fucked up. The graphics were fucked up. Although they were kind of cool, but and none of it worked. So until we have a stronger computer that can handle that type of thing, we will. This is what we're going to do. We do the Periscope and the Facebook Live, although I haven't done a Facebook Live in a while because that's kind of boring and shitty. But Periscope's cool. A bunch of people come in, check it out. Hopefully a lot of them are listening now on CannabisRadio.com. If you are, sup. Before we go to break, let's say I want to try this prank call thing before we get to VDJ, Sexy Hippie, and Sex Toys and Stories from the Road. By the way, Sex Toys and Stories from the Road with VDJ, Sexy Hippie has its own page on stonerjesus.net. How you can get a hold of her, bring up topics and, send her questions, whatever. VDJ, Sexy Hippie. Check out our very own page on stonerjesus.net. Phone lines are open, by the way, 1-347-414-WEED. Skype is stonerjesus1. Now, St. Peter. I almost forgot. It's that's it. I'm done. I'm going to commercial. No, St. Peter. The Epic Spexit vote went down a few weeks ago. Maybe it's been a month now. I don't know. I haven't really been keeping track, to be honest with you. The Epic Spexit vote exiled St. Peter from the show, from the studio complex. Kind of bounced around. You can go to the last few weeks and listen to the podcasts In the first segments, we always play the voicemails from St. Peter. And so eventually he ended up outside the front gate of the Stoner Jesus studio complex. And, calling and begging to get back on the show. And as I said, if you were just driving by, this looked like a pile of garbage next to the gate. You would think that's where we kept our garbage, in a pile next to the gate. But that was actually St. Peter's little shanty hovel type thing that he built. So I told him the Republican National Convention was going on in Cleveland. Cleveland's just a few hundred miles north of here, and we broadcast from the Cincinnati area. He needed to get his ass up there and give me some good stuff from the Republican National Convention, and then maybe, just maybe, I would consider letting him back on the show. So we got a voicemail. I believe we did get a voicemail from him on his way up there. He was in the back of some truck that smelled like pig shit. And then we got another, the last one we got the other night, the last voicemail, was for St. Peter from jail. And since the 1-347-414 weed number was the only one he remembered, that's what he called and left a voicemail. We have not heard from him since. I guess that's what the whole, one phone call thing is. We just got one. He expected me to do something, I think. Well, he's pretty adamant about that. He wanted me to do something to get him out of jail or something like that. And as I pointed out Wednesday night, even when he was technically a part of the show, I never bailed him out of jail or any of that shit. It's ludicrous. I don't have that kind of budget. Are you kidding me? I would love that kind of budget. I would kill St. Peter for that kind of budget. So there was no voicemail up until, live where we are right now, 10 after 8 Eastern, July 22nd. He may still be in jail. He may not. Really no way for me to know. I guess I could call the jail and check. But I'm not going to do that. Let's be honest with ourselves. It's not going to happen. Stoner Jesus Show podcast, July 22nd, 2016. We're going to try this prank call coming up, I guess. I just can't get excited for it. I don't know why. I need to be excited for it. It's not going to work. Damn it. So the struggles, man. The struggle is real. You're a podcast host, trying to do live prank calls. You don't have any faith in your premise. You got to have faith in your premise. We'll give it a shot. Fuck it, man. Fuck it. What do I care? I'm killing time, man. I'm killing time. After that, of course, sex toys and stories from the road with VDJ Sexy Hippie, and then, we'll probably go long and do some other shit later tonight, and maybe I'll get completely wasted. I don't know. It's Friday night. Stoner Jesus Show. We'll see where the night takes us. We'll be back after this.
The Stoner Jesus Show on CannabisRadio.com.
Hello, my children. Stoner Jesus here again to tell you about an awesome sponsor of the show. Of course, I'm talking about Pottles. Check out the Pottles banner on stonerjesus.net. They have all kinds of products. Pinner tubes, blunt tubes. They have glass. They have odor-free stash containers in all kinds of different sizes and colors and designs. They have tablers. Just so many products. I can't fit them all into a commercial. Just go click that Pottles banner on stonerjesus.net. Make sure you use promo code STONERJESUS. It's all capital letters, all one word. Stoner Jesus at checkout at Pottles for 20% off. Go check out all of the amazing products Pottles has to offer. Check out that Pottles banner on stonerjesus.net and make sure you use that promo code STONERJESUS. Get 20% off at Pottles.
Next to THC and CBD, you can now add CBR to your cannabis vernacular. CBR as in CannabisRadio.com.
The Stoner Jesus Show is brought to you by Head Shop Headquarters. Check out the Head Shop Headquarters banner on stonerjesus.net. They have all kinds of glass, all the glass you'll ever need, whether it's pipes or bubblers or dab rigs or larger water pipes, accessories, whatever you need, you can get it at Head Shop Headquarters. Check out their banner on stonerjesus.net. They have great products, great glass, and great deals, and free shipping on all orders in the United States. Go check them out. HeadShopHeadquarters.com, or simply click that Head Shop Headquarters banner on stonerjesus.net. Another awesome sponsor of the show, Head Shop Headquarters.
Welcome to Cannabis Confidential. I'm your host, Dr. Dina. We've got David Faustino on the line, Bud Bundy from Married with Children. Did you feel nervous being a celebrity walking into a weed store?
I don't remember at all being like, ooh, I'm scared someone's going to take my picture here.
What are they going to say? Bud Bundy smokes bud? I mean, come on.
It wouldn't be a big shocker. Hey, this is David Faustino, and I'm on Cannabis Confidential with my girl, Dr. Dina, on CannabisRadio.com.
Hi, I'm Montel Williams. Most of you know me as a talk show host, but I'm also an author, actor, single father of 4, avid snowboarder, and I'm also a medical marijuana patient. Living with multiple sclerosis, I'm in pain every day. Medical marijuana is my last resort, and it helps me when all other drugs have failed. If you'd like more information about medical marijuana, you can contact the Marijuana Policy Project at mpp.org or call 1-877-JOIN-MPP.
Oh, lady marijuana llama, tell you something now about a game for your phone, gonna make you say, wow! The game's about the game of growing cannabis for cash. Grow the seeds till they bud, put the savings in the stash. Little by little, your empire grows large. Put different celebrities inside your entourage. You can choose to play with Snoop or me or Cheech and Chong, Cypress Hill, Willie Nelson, Wiz Khalifa with a bong. The name of the game is Hemp Inc., that's the point. Download and play while you light yourself a joint. The business of cannabis should be no crime. Hemp Inc. is even hot-proofed by the man who run High Times. Oh yeah? Get it on Android and iOS today. Marijuana llama out. Got to tend to me own crops, you know. Money don't make itself. Hemp Inc.
Tommy Chong Show on Cannabis Radio. You got me running. You got me hiding. Run, hide, and hide, run any way you want, let it roll. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You got me doing what you want me, babe. Girl, what you want me to do. Shut up and do a podcast is what I want you to do. Oh, that sounds like a good idea.
The Tommy Chung Podcast, only on CannabisRadio.com.
The following CannabisRadio.com program contains explicit language and content that can be considered graphic and offensive. This program is not suitable for all audiences, and the opinions expressed do not reflect those of CannabisRadio.com, its staff, management, or sponsors. Listener discretion is advised.
Stoner Jesus Show Podcast, July 22nd, 2016. We're live on CannabisRadio.com. Go check out the podcast and more information on the show at stonerjesus.net. We have sex toys and stories from the road with VDJ Sexy Hippie coming up. A crazy story out of Canadia I was telling you about earlier on the show and earlier on the Periscope. Make sure you go follow us on Periscope at Stoner Jesus. 420. I realized during the break what my problem is with this live prank call. I don't have the same kind of feeling about the premise that I do with other ones. And that's because it's a Pokemon Go premise, and I have not played Pokemon Go. So this person who picks up the phone has played Pokemon Go. They have an advantage over me, and that's not good for the call. So, it could be a total train wreck. We'll see how it goes. I'm calling a strip club in the, what was it? Columbus, Ohio. Damn. Maybe I drank too much. Maybe one shot too many. They have good Google reviews, though. Got them programmed here in the little Skype phone. Sure my audio is good. Hope this goes well. Let's see. VDJ Sexy Hippie in the chat room as well. Make sure that audio is good. VDJ Sexy Hippie plays Pokemon Go. See, I've never played it. It puts me at a disadvantage. It gives me the willy heebie-jeebies. Is that a thing? I think it is. Well, let's see how it goes. Fuck it. Stoner Jesus Show podcast. Live prank calls.
Centerfold.
Yes, ma'am. I'm just down the road from your establishment, and I'm playing the Pokemon Go game, and it seems that there's a valuable Pokemon.
I could hear you at the beginning of the conversation, and now I can't hear you.
There's a valuable Pokemon in your establishment, but I think it's in the pubic region of one of your dancers. Would it be possible for me to come in there and check the dancers for this Pokemon? I believe it's a Squirtle. Hello? Damn it. See, there was nothing there. Nothing there, as I suspected. That annoys me. Damn it. I knew it was coming, and still. Plus, you couldn't hear me. That's another fucking problem with strip clubs. Let's put the phone right next to the loud-ass music. Killing strip clubs were my go-to back in the day when it came to live prank phone calls. You always count on strip clubs. What's happened to those days? I don't know. I don't know. We've lost our way. We've lost our values as a society. So anyway, let's check out this fucking Trump campaign thing. Nobody's going to answer this either. God damn it. I already know it's not going to happen. It's going to be a fucking voicemail, and that sucks balls. Big fucking green donkey balls. But anyway, Trump campaign number 1646. This is fucking public. It's on his campaign website, 736-1779. See if we can get Trump on the show. That'd be cool. I'll leave a voicemail anyway. Fuck it. I don't care. Hopefully
I'm sorry. Calls that do not display caller ID information are not accepted. Please unblock your caller ID information and try your call again, or call back from a different number.
How do I do that?
Thank you for calling.
Damn. They're on it. I thought it did display caller ID information. Doesn't it? It should. How do I fix that? Oh, I can't go worrying about it now. See? That sucked. That fucking sucked. The show has entered a down period. We've entered a down period. Hopefully VDJ Sexy Hippie can bring this shit back. That was horrible. Both of them. The second one was even worse. God damn it. Who else was I thinking about? I was thinking about calling that a fucking Ark Encounter. There's in Kentucky, we got a few minutes for this. Hold on, no, I actually got like 2 minutes. I got to go to break. VDJ Sexy Hippie might be a couple minutes late. Because I got to tell you about there's a big-ass Ark. There's a life-size, quote-unquote, Ark not far from here in like Prestonburg, Kentucky, or Prestonville, Kentucky. $18 million in tax breaks from the state of Kentucky to build this fucking Ark. A replica Ark by the same dickhead who built the Creation Museum. They believe the Earth started like 6,200 years ago or some bullshit. And they have everything on the Ark, supposedly, that there was, the time of Noah's Ark. You know the whole fucking story. They even have dinosaurs in there because they believe dinosaurs are only 6,000 years old. So they have like little sleeping dinosaurs in a cage in there. But I don't think I can. There would be nobody there either to call. There'd be. God damn it. This is going to shit. Ark Encounter. It's called the Ark Encounter. Life-size Noah's Ark. See, there's going to be nobody to call there. It's 8:22. You know what? Sometimes you just got to abort. I'm aborting the whole fucking thing. No Ark Encounter, no Trump campaign, no strip clubs, no live prank calls. All that shit has gone by the wayside. We're going to regroup. We're going to do some more sponsors. Go check them out at stonerjesus.net, cannabisradio.com. They're banners. They're awesome products. They support the show. We support them. We're going to chill. Then we're going to come back, and VDJ Sexy Hippie has a fucked up story for us from Canadia. We're really going to try to regroup this whole night. The first segment was okay. The second segment was a goddamn abomination. We'll get the momentum going again. Just hang in. Just hang in with me, motherfuckers. Stoner Jesus Show Podcast, July 22nd, 2016. We're live on CannabisRadio.com. Sex, toys, and stories from the road. With VDJ Sexy Hippie is coming up. The Stoner Jesus Show is brought to you by Celebrity Dildo. Make sure you check out that Celebrity Dildo banner on stonerjesus.net or just go to celebritydildo.com. Celebrity Dildo has released a new and exciting range of premium silicone dildos that have finally combined the two worlds of novelty and function. Celebrity Dildos are made of premium medical-grade silicone. They're firm yet flexible and velvet to the touch, durable, non-porous, odorless, hypoallergenic, and let's face it, they are just a great conversation piece. You want to check out Celebrity Dildo, go check out their banner on stonerjesus.net and follow them on all their social media networks. Celebrity Dildo, awesome sponsor of the Stoner Jesus Show. Make sure you check them out on stonerjesus.net.
CannabisRadio.com keeps you in the know Monday through Friday on air and on demand with Cannabis Radio News, presented with the definitive worldwide news source, the Associated Press. Stay informed with exclusive news on all things cannabis. Cannabis Radio News, live weeknights at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific during the Russ Belville Show, or download the daily podcast exclusively on CannabisRadio.com, as well as iTunes, Stitcher, and iHeartRadio. When breaking news happens in the cannabis industry, Cannabis Radio News delivers the details first.
The Stoner Jesus Show is brought to you in part by Hemptations.com and PlanetEverywhere.com. They got a lot of awesome stuff for you to check out. But don't just take my word for it. Let Beach, the owner of Hemptations, tell you all about it.
It's a very large selection of hemp goods, everything from reusable coffee filters to frisbees, bandanas, everything Planet Everywhere on the site is made in Cincinnati, Ohio, made locally. We also have other retail products from our cosmetics, Earthly Body product, bags on the retail site. Again, anybody local in Cincinnati can go to Hemptations.com and get the info on the stores. Planet Everywhere is our .com is our retail site. You can hit me up on Hemptation Beach or like my Facebook page, Hemptations or Hemptations 2. I'm on Twitter, Google, I'm on the internet everywhere, just like everyone. We love to hear from people all over the world, positive things about industrial hemp. That's what I do. That's what we do. Largest selection of industrial hemp on the planet in the stores. And I'd like to grow that inventory to be able to say that I haven't actually checked out all the other hemp retail spots to see if we have the largest amount on our Planet Everywhere, but it's a fair selection.
And as Beach always says,
having Hemptations.
Play as Ted Growing, expelled botany sophomore and the biggest grower in town, only on Weed Firm Replanted. Available on the App Store and Google Play.
It's a lot of work being the biggest grower in town. Maintaining a room full of plants while dealing with a slew of eccentric customers? From a hardcore partier to the curious neighbor next door.
Is anybody home?
Help me expand my bud business by unlocking new strains, customizing my grow room, and completing challenges that you can't get enough of. Grow your empire so big you can see it from space. Low on funds? Don't worry. Weed Firm Replanted is free to download.
Download Weed Firm Replanted for free on the App Store and Google Play today. Get growing, Mr. Growing.
I'm Radical Russ from the Russ Belville Show.
We're here with Sir Richard Branson. Far more damage has been done to people by the current approach.
Jim McMahon. A lot of the coaches are old school. He used to just yell at us, go, you bunch of pot smokers.
John Popper on the telephone.
I think in the 60s there was that kind of, the bigotry wasn't so common.
It's the Russ Belville Show, the NPR of POT, weekdays live at 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific, exclusively on CannabisRadio.com.
The next generation of vaporizers has arrived. Vuber vaporizers are blazing the way with unparalleled technology for oil, concentrate, or dry flower pens. Providing unsurpassed customer service and expert craftsmanship, Vuber vaporizers use cutting-edge technology, providing a power-packed, smoother vapor with a lifetime guarantee. Experience vaporizing the way it was meant to be. The Vuber way.
This is the Stoner Jesus Show podcast on CannabisRadio.com. And don't try to debate me on something. Motherfucker, I can't do many things well, but words are my shit.
The Stoner Jesus Show, live Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Or find the Stoner Jesus Show podcast on demand at CannabisRadio.com and StonerJesus.net.
Peace, bitches.
The following CannabisRadio.com program contains explicit language and content that can be considered graphic and offensive. This program is not suitable for all audiences, and the opinions expressed do not reflect those of CannabisRadio.com, its staff, management, or sponsors. Listener discretion is advised.
Oh, yeah. Pull out from your mate, get off your knees, and chill with a cunning linguist live from Canadia. It's time for sex, toys, and stories from the road with at VDJ Sexy Hippie.
Yeah. Sex, toys, and stories from the road with VDJ Sexy Hippie. Kill the music. Bring up VDJ Sexy Hippie on the old Skype machine. Live from Canadia.
Hey, Stoner Jesus, how's it going?
It is going well. How are things in Canadia land?
Right now I'm on a cloud. I just smoked a joint, and life is good for the most part. Except for when I see things like I'm going to talk about today that really fucking pisses me off. And, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes. So, earlier I sent Stoner Jesus a couple links. I live, like a lot of the listeners know, I live in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, Canada. I have no problem telling people where I am. That's where I am. But anyways, about 5.5 years ago, we have a lot of crime here. A lot of heavy crime. Sault Ste. Marie is known as one of the most violent places to live in for the population, for the ratio, across Canada. So things get pretty fucked up over here. And about 5.5 years ago, this guy, he was murdered. And most people, there's murders that happen, and I feel bad for when it happens, when people get killed and shit like that. But this guy here was killed at a house party. He went to a house party to have a good time. It was like in January, it was around the holidays, and, he didn't leave alive. And on top of it, he didn't just not leave alive. They dismembered his body and scattered parts of it across the city and across northern Michigan, because I'm on a border town. Some of the body parts got across the border into Michigan. Which is very fucked up. It's fucked up shit, yeah. And his family, unfortunately, they've had to wait to bury him. His body is in evidence, so they've never been able to actually bury him. A lot of people who are involved have severe psychological issues now. A lot of the people that ended up, because from what I understand, what happened was he was murdered. They don't go into details on how it happened, and then they forced the girls that were at this party to just clean up the mess afterwards. And some of the people that were involved were like 15 years old, 16, 17 years old. It wasn't like they were adults. They were kids themselves. So anyways, that's pretty much what happened 5.5 years ago. Bringing up today's date. The Crown here, I'm not sure how you guys refer to your, the attorneys that work for the courts for the people.
Public defenders.
Public defenders. Here in Canada, we refer to that as the Crown. You got to think we're still technically a colony of England, so there's certain things that our language is a little different. So the Crown decided to make a deal with the 3 people who have been accused of this murder.
That would be in the U.S., that'd be the prosecutors. I'm sorry, the public defender is the one who's with the defendants. The prosecutors decide on charges and shit like that.
Okay, well, yeah. So our prosecutors, so the Crown, decided to plead with these 3 murders. And from what I understand, I have friends who know people who have been involved. I am one of those people that a lot of my friends come to talk to. So, there's certain things I know beyond what we see in the news of this story. I've got some sort of background on this story. But not much. It's just people who know of people around, but I've heard of the way it's affected, his sister and his mother and stuff like that without even reading on the news, because people here, they like to talk. Yeah. So, and it's unfortunate, but that's just the way it is. So anyways, the Crown decided to settle on manslaughter, possibly settling on manslaughter charges instead of murder one, where with time served. They've only been in jail for 5.5 years. A murder like this, like our maximum for murder one is 25 years.
Yeah.
Where in the States, these guys have life. These guys have, in some states, the death penalty, things like that. Canada, with some crimes, are too lenient. If people remember one of the famous cases, the Paul Bernardo case, for example, that's one of the most famous serial murder cases we have here in Canada. The Pickerting, where the guy used to kill prostitutes and feed them to his pigs. That happened in D.C. Like, we have some fucked up shit going on here. But this is local. But anyways, there's a lot of things going on, and this family has suffered enough. So on the 28th of this month, a lot of friends of the family are organizing a protest outside the courthouse when they're supposed to go back to court on this issue, with possibly serving for murder one. I should say for manslaughter. Like, they're willing to deal with manslaughter, which means these guys with time served will be out on our streets by next month. These are three people who have this is not the only thing they've ever done. They have a history of violent crime. They have a history of so much fucked up shit. And from what I understand, they're not remorseful at all. I know a couple of people who ran into them in jail, and I've heard of things, being said, and their cockiness and this, that. These are people we don't want out on the fucking streets. So I am encouraging a lot of people to, especially anyone who's listening in my area, but I encourage anyone who cares to at least voice an opinion, make the story known. The 28th is still, 6 days away, but if this can get kind of blown up to some sort of degree, maybe the judge is not going to accept that plea. That's what we're hoping that's going to happen.
Yeah.
And so this is why I feel like it's so important that I brought this up today in today's segment. If you want to know ways to participate, if you have Facebook, there is a webpage. It's page. It's called Justice for Wesleyan Family. It's a public group. You can join them, find out how you can participate in what's going on as far as the protest goes. If you're in the area, if you're not in the area, different ways that you can contribute if you feel like this is a cause that you want to help us out on. The more support, the better. And if you can't, you know what? Share it on Twitter. Share it on Facebook. Share this story out, especially if you're in Ontario or if you're in Canada, even the States worldwide. Bring some sort of attention to this, because this is an injustice that's being done to this man who, unfortunately, he's passed, but his entire family. Then not just the family, but the other victims that were involved through abusive maneuvers as well. There's also a petition, too, on sign.org. Because it's so important that these people are not on the streets. They're back on the streets. It's dangerous. I fear for myself. I fear for my children. Like, what the fuck can happen to them when they're letting people like this back on the streets? It's just Sault Ste. Marie's already fucked up enough as it is. So we don't need 3 people that are known offenders back on the fucking street. Like, it's fucked
so
up.
do you know, or do the authorities ever say, like, what kind of motive there was behind this, or why it all went down?
No. Unfortunately, a lot of the stories since the crime has occurred, there's been a publication ban right from the beginning. So even like when this plea came out, there's other web pages in Sault Ste. Marie that normally they're pretty reliable. They're pretty active on the news, but a lot of them did not publish the story. This story is actually published by another web news, and I know the reporter. I've met her quite a few times. She's a very sweet lady. But she's very ballsy, and I like her. She's very ballsy. So she decided to post this story as soon as things came out. And even there's an article. It's called The Northern Hoot, Murder Wesley Helm, Crown Settled Manslaughter, 10 years time served is the link. So go to the Northern Hoot and look for, there's 2 different stories. There's one on how it's affecting the other people who were involved in this crime by force, but then it also publishes the story that I'm actually talking about, where the crime for manslaughter instead of murder one. And even on the top, it says editor's note that this story was influenced by the belief that the public should have access to information in a timely manner, allowing opportunity to provide criticism about the jurisdiction process. For 5 years, the public has been denied information about the death, decapitation, and dismemberment of Wesley Helm. Through a plea deal of manslaughter for the 3 men accused in Wesley's death, decapitation, and dismemberment, have been accepted by the Crown Attorney. A publication ban on the evidence represented on one of the longest, if not the longest, running preliminary hearings remaining in effect into the judge left ban. Though attempts were made to acquire comment from one of the accused lawyers as well as the Sault Ste. Marie Crown Attorney, none was received before the time of the publication. The article below has been informed by the mother of the victim, Sandra Helm, during an interview at her home on Saturday, July 16th, 2016. So they're going out of their way. They can get in trouble for even doing this.
So that brings up a couple more questions. First of all, why the secrecy? I mean, these people, like, if something like that happened in America, it would turn out that they were, like, politically connected or they knew somebody. Why the secrecy, and why, like, 5.5 years of all this shit?
Because we have a right to a fair trial here in Canada, just like you guys do in the States. But here in Canada, they're stricter on the rules in order to obtain that, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why a lot of the details did not come out. Also, too, in a lot of cases, details like that don't come out because they don't want to re-victimize the victims. But in this case, the victims are speaking out. You know, so honestly, I think some of our laws need to change. I think the publication ban on many things before the court is actually getting to a point of ridiculousness. I understand crimes committed against a child. Yes, you want to protect the identity of that child. Okay, fine. But if it's involving adults, even in a gruesome case like this, don't release all the details, you know, but at least let people know what's going on. Even if it's just plain, this person appeared before the court, the judge said this is what's going on now.
Yeah.
You don't have to go into details about the evidence. You don't need to do that. But you can at least inform the public what's going on, and especially with a violent crime committed such as this. So I'm also encouraging people, too, to sign the petition. It's at change.org. And, you know, so there's a lot of places people can go to show support. You know, I'm hoping that local listeners and listeners, even from afar, feel free to send in comments and, you know, and opinions and shit like that. Because honestly, for the gruesomeness of this crime and the way the family has been affected and the long-term effects of this crime, it's not fair if these people get out in 5.5 years. It's really not.
It definitely seems fucked up. That would be unheard of here. I mean, we got some fucked up things in our justice system, but for someone who, you know, killed and decapitated and dismembered somebody, for them to be on the streets would be, you know, unheard of, except for, like, in special cases like, you know, O.J. Simpson and, like, Casey Anthony and shit like that. But for the most part, you know, these people go to prison for a long fucking time.
If not, they end up dying because they get the death penalty. Yeah. And that's where I am in a lot of cases. Okay, some cases, no, the death penalty does not come into play. But in cases such as this, I kind of wish we had it. And, yeah, do it in a humane way. But a humane way is taking a bullet and putting them upside the head because they're dead in a matter of seconds.
Yeah.
Not this whole, you know, lethal injection and electric chair and none of that shit. You know?
It seems as if, like, the Crown thinks that they did this to let them back on the streets is, you know, a crazy decision.
Have overwhelming evidence that they did. These people will be found guilty. There's no ands, ifs, or buts about it. There's witnesses that are testifying. The forensic evidence behind this. Like, it's obvious that they fucking did this. Anyone who thinks that they didn't are fucking retarded. And these are educated people that are supposed to be working for the Crown. So really, they'll be found guilty. It's not lack of evidence, not lack of witnesses. People know what happened.
Yeah. And I take it the dismemberment was like an effort to get rid of the evidence and cover the tracks or whatever?
Yeah, and it could be also, too, because people here are fucked up in Sault Ste. Marie. It could be that, I'm going to be completely honest, they're fucked. The best way to describe it, I find, is a lot of people in the city thinks it's like a video game, like Grand Theft Auto, and you turn around and you fucking stab someone, and then you just end up at the hospital refreshed, and your drugs and your money is gone. You know, I shit you not, because some of the fucked up shit that I've heard going on here and that I've read on the news and shit like that. So, yeah. But
that's definitely fucked up. Make sure you send me, like, tweet me in all the information or whatever, and I'll retweet it. And
Yeah, I'll definitely do that as soon as I get off here. So encourage people to check out the petition. If you're in the area, there's a protest being held outside the courthouse in the morning on the 28th of this month. So I encourage people to, just show up. The things to happen in numbers to be effective, and as long as it's done peacefully. There's that Facebook group as well too that I mentioned earlier, Justice for Wesleyan Family. I encourage people to check that out, figure out other ways that they can help, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully, the judge is going to turn down this plea deal because this is bullshit.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, anyways, I encourage people with any articles or any topics, any questions, anything at all, feel free to contact me at vjsexyhippie@gmail.com. I can be tweeted also too at vjsexyhippie on the Twitter. And also too, there's the fan page on Facebook. You can always send me messages on there as well. I am currently in the brainstorms of something coming up. I'm going to be talking to SJ, at some point when I get some stuff figured out for it. So I'll just let people stew at that for now. It's a future project. Yes. So anyways, thank you very much again, SJ, and I will talk to you next week.
Awesome. VDJ Sexy Hippie, thank you. And we will see you next week. Have a good one.
Peace, Jesus.
Word. Sex, toys, and stories from the road with VDJ Sexy Hippie from Canadia. And go follow her on Twitter and stuff and all the Facebook stuff she mentioned. I guess at this point, you get out the word. I don't, what else you can do. It seems fucked up. Just, I mean, like, people get shot and shit all the time, but you go through the trouble of dismemberment and things of that nature. It speaks to what we like to call here at the show, we've talked about this a lot, a disconnect from reality. There has to be some sort of break in the chain somewhere along the line. Because, normal people, their thought process doesn't go to, hey, we're going to cut this motherfucker up. I mean, that's fucked up. So, we'll see what happens. The point is, people like that, if they are fucked up and they're cutting people up, that's kind of what prison is for. Not for people who smoke weed or people who even do any other drug or something like that or any kind of nonviolent thing. It's for people who, they're going to create problems, more than likely, because they've proven in the past that, well, they'll kill the motherfucker and cut him up. I don't know what else to say. That's like, serial killer level type shit. Stern G Show podcast. We're live on CannabisRadio.com every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I think coming up, I don't know. We'll see what's going on around the internet. Viral shit like that, weird shit. You know the drill. It's whatever fucked up crap. Like a brilliant gadget that lets you wear your suitcase like a tail. Is that brilliant? I don't know. I just said it out loud and it didn't sound brilliant. It sounded retarded. Sounds like something that somebody who maybe had brain damage would say. It's a good idea? A suitcase you wear like a tail. See, I just said it again. It sounds awful. We got to talk about that. Coming up, Stern Jesus Show podcast. Thanks again to VDJ Sexy Hippie. Like I said, go follow her on Twitter or whatever. And, I'll retweet, what she posts and the Facebook groups and all that stuff. Go find it, Make your voice heard, as they say. And they do say that. I've heard people say that. Stern Jesus Show podcast. Stay tuned, Dig Nuggets. We'll be back.
The Stoner Jesus Show on CannabisRadio.com.
Hello, my children. Stoner Jesus here to tell you about another awesome sponsor of the show, Kind Soil. Check out the Kind Soil banner on SternJesus.net or go to KindSoil.com. And also follow at Kind Soil on Twitter. Kind Soil is a 100% organic soil program that feeds your plants from seed to harvest. All you ever do is water your plants. Never use nutrients again. Make sure you check out that Kind Soil banner on StonerJesus.net. Kind Soil allows your plant to feed as it chooses, drink fresh, clean water as it chooses, all while never experiencing burns or growth issues from chemical feeding. Kind Soil produces large, dense flowers soaked in trichomes. Go check it out for yourself. KindSoil.com or click that Kind Soil banner on StonerJesus.net.
Websites today need expert web design and development and need to be e-commerce ready and mobile friendly. But building a marketable and profitable website can be an uphill climb. Ready to make your new website or replace your existing website? Think Orange as the new way to get in the black. Orange Hill Development works with Fortune 500 companies and offer the same top quality development service at a fraction of what other providers charge. Brands like Absolute, Carlsberg, and Nestea trust Orange Hill Development. Find out why you should trust your website with Orange Hill. Contact Orange Hill for a consultation today at orangehilldevelopment.com.
Cash?
Sorry.
I don't carry around cash, and I don't want to use the ATM and pay surcharges.
You don't need to carry cash. Haven't you heard about PayQuick?
Okay, tell me about PayQuick.
It's the safe and easy way to pay. It works just like your debit card to securely pay for your purchase, and it gives you rewards points every time you use it.
Nice.
PayQuick, the safe and easy way to pay. PayQuick.com.
You're listening to the Stoner Jesus Show. Not only can Stoner Jesus Show podcast be found on stonerjesus.net, you can also find them on cannabisradio.com. You can also find the show by searching Stoner Jesus on Spreaker.com and the Spreaker Radio app, also the Stitcher Radio app, iTunes, the iHeartRadio app, and iHeart.com. If you want the links to all of these, go to stonerjesus.net. In the top menu bar, there's a page that says Listen to the Stoner Jesus Show. There you can find all the different ways you can listen to the Stoner Jesus Show podcast. All other information on the show can be found at stonerjesus.net.
The cannabis industry is growing. Business is booming. And as new opportunities arise in newly legalized states, each market is getting more competitive. Today, it takes more than just being a good grower. Do you have the resources to market and handle this ever-changing business landscape? Let Canna Management Corporation help you grow your canna business with our vast resources and experience to make your business a fully functional service company. Financial management, HR, sales, marketing, efficiency, and more. CMC has the experience and the expertise to improve your business and help you better meet the demands of your clients and customers. Call Canna Management Corporation and let our team get you ready to grow. 415-269-8015. That's 415-269-8015. Or visit canna-management.com.
Tommy Chong is ready to cut through the smoke and change the tone of Tilk Radio.
I hope everybody's got their vape pen handy, or their pipe, or their bong, or whatever you use to do your medicine.
But you don't, it's not a requirement. You don't have to be high for this show.
Yeah, you do. Okay. I don't know who you're talking to. You have to be high to do anything. At least I do. I don't know about you. In fact, I've been high so long that being straight is another high.
The Tommy Chong Podcast, only on CannabisRadio.com.
Welcome to my world.
The following CannabisRadio.com program contains explicit language and content that can be considered graphic and offensive. This program is not suitable for all audiences, and the opinions expressed do not reflect those of CannabisRadio.com, its staff, management, or sponsors. Listener discretion is advised.
Stoner Jesus Show podcast, July 22nd, 2016. Welcome back, everybody. Listening live and on podcast. We're doing it live on CannabisRadio.com. We're kicking off the weekend. Podcast episodes and all information on the show and links to all my social media networks can be found at stonerjesus.net. As promised from HuffingtonPost.com, brilliant My Hitch gadget lets you wear your suitcase like a tail. I guess the premise is you're going through the airport and you need to be playing Pokemon Go or, emailing someone, and you need both hands to control what you're doing You can't have one hand on your little rolly suitcase there. So you basically stick it to your ass and walk with it.
Anyway, you ever find yourself at the airport, you're struggling to carry all your stuff, your items, you got your ticket, your luggage, your phone, the passport, maybe a cup of coffee. New invention will solve all of your problems. Here it is. Ready? It's called My Hitch. It's a little plastic tail. Connects your suitcase, to the back of your pants, everybody. And your hands are free to talk on the phone and sip that coffee.
Doesn't work if you're a rapper, though.
Does it come with brake lights and directional signals?
It keeps probably popping you in the butt when you stop.
You have to have a tight waist, though, right? Because otherwise you get to the gate and you realize your pants are drank.
Exactly.
Then
you got to wear suspenders.
Plumber's boat walking down.
You travel in sweatpants. I don't think that'll work.
That's going to be a problem.
This story was so important that Today Show needed 5 people to talk about it. How about this? Diddy's former bodyguard claims Puff caused Biggie's death. Quote, your father was a snitch. I got to hear this. This is one of my favorite topics. Notorious. B.I.G. Biggie. Biggie Smalls. Can we get to it?
And wreck.
Reminisce.
TV.
You want to reminisce, brother? You want to put Big, Wolf, and RZA on teleprompter and tell the world how much you love them? When in fact, you did nothing to save them, to help them? Let's reminisce. Let's reminisce that night we was at Andre Harrell's house, and I told you that this cat was coming to kill us or try to get at us that night. I told you I had intel, but you didn't want to hear it. Let's reminisce the fact I told our driver, Kenny, run this next 3 lights. Run the light, Kenny. Kenny ran the light, Big stopped at the light. Big get killed. Wasn't meant for him, bruh. Let's reminisce. Let's reminisce when you told Wolf's mother right after he died that you didn't owe him no $300,000, and he had delusions of grandeur, and all he wanted to do was smoke weed. Let's even go deeper than that, bruh. Let's reminisce how you had people on the security team
and wreck
find
TV.
people to testify against Sean. You a rat. I ain't gonna even put you in the category as a rat, dog. You worse than what your father was. Let me give you a little intel on him. You understand? That meeting that New York Freddie want to have with you, Freddie Myers, and tell you the real deal on your father? Let me give you something, dog. You would have died just like your father did that night if I wasn't in the car with you. You understand? Your father died because he was going to snitch and rat out his crew. And that's what New York Freddie was going to tell you. He was going to tell you about your father, dog. You understand? He was going to tell you that your father took a taped confession and a written statement that they had a cop on their payroll, and they gave him $10,000 for that information. And the dude that murdered your father was crying the hardest at the funeral, carrying the casket. Like father, like son.
Well, that's some deep shit, dog. Damn, dropping bombs on Diddy. Got to wrap up with this one. 2 Colorado cops in full uniform hitting the blunt. WorldStarHipHop.com. Hope he has good audio. The visuals.
Let me get a hit on that thing with you.
This was uploaded July 21st. This is not new. I've seen the picture of this cop hitting this blunt, many times.
Some good shit. Give me a... Let me get a hit on that thing with you.
It's the same cop. I don't get any of that. I mean, I understand what happened, but I still don't get it. Maybe that was short, man. A 14-year-old girl with incurable disease makes the tough decision to die. Wow. Oh, I don't think I can handle that. Michelle Obama raps with Missy Elliott. Missy Elliott on James Corden's Carpool Karaoke. It's not easy to say. You try saying all that. Black man gets pulled over while on a bicycle. I think we'll go with black man gets pulled over while on a bicycle. See how long it is. 3 minutes.
You had a burglary, but I'm on a bike though, and I'm going on a job. I told you I've been here for 2 years. In a car, everything, my nigga. This is what I deal with. This is what I deal. This is what we deal with.
And where do you work, sir?
At Token East Country Club.
Token East Country Club?
Yes.
Appreciate your cooperation. So did you see anything? Have you seen anything in the area?
No, I didn't see nothing in the area. I'm just going to work, man.
Okay. Are you upset for some reason?
Yes, I really am. I'm kind of upset.
Just talking to you for a few minutes, you're upset?
Yeah, a little bit. Just a little bit.
So come to Token East Country Club. And what do you do there?
I cook there.
All right, just give me 1 second, okay? I appreciate it.
All right.
Man, I can barely hear what this
Bike,
broad's
man.
saying.
This is what I'm on. A fucking bike. A bike.
Okay, he got pulled over on a bike. Damn, that was a lot worse than I thought it would be. You know, the cell phones need better mics. That's the thing. You just need better mics. Man, I can't do the Michelle Obama thing. I don't know why. Jon Stewart, Waka Flocka on the Breakfast Club. Crap. What the hell's going on? Shooting at the Germany shopping mall. Man, that's a downer too. I can't. If you didn't see the Alex Jones crash in the set of the Young Turks at the Republican National Convention, that's pretty fucking funny. We'll play that. I wouldn't mind seeing that again. That's pretty awesome. Alex Jones gets on their set on doing like a YouTube thing, and all hell breaks loose.
All right, we're back on the Young Turks. Obviously, a little bit of commotion here as Alex Jones and a guy significantly worse than him entered the stage here. What changes in demographics is that he wins white males in such overwhelming numbers that it overcomes every other demographic advantage Hillary has.
Come sit in your lap.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Hey, Alex Jones, how you doing?
Good to see you, man. You're looking sexy.
All right.
Hey, how's the revolution going? You guys starting the revolution?
We are indeed, Alex. The revolution is afoot. Welcome to the Young Turks.
You know what's wrong with America is not?
I am going to restore American democracy along with progressives and conservatives in this country.
All right. Well, I got to tell you, I am really, really proud to be here with you. It's good to meet you in person.
I don't think.
How are you guys doing?
We're doing okay.
You like all our Hillary for President shirts everywhere?
No, I kind of despise it.
What shirts are they?
I haven't seen any of them. You haven't seen? Oh my God! You didn't see me? I don't exist. If you didn't see me,
I'm not.
All right, guys. Okay. Here.
Alex Jones seems high as a fucking kite. And then Anna Kasparian, I guess, starts yelling at him and calling him a fat fuck and telling him to get off the stage. And the other guy he's talking to, Sank or Jank or whatever the hell his name is, Uyghur, I don't know. I'm really not good with that dude's name. Starts screaming at Alex Jones. It's fucking awesome.
Hey, I got this shirt for you right here. It's rape. It's Bill Clinton that says rape. Oh God, hide that immediately. That's the big no that Roger Stone's banned.
All right, you want to take my show over? I'll take your show over.
Go ahead.
Okay, you know what? Who does this kind of shirt? First of all, a sick guy. Second of all,
Bill Clinton's not a rapist, folks.
No, you know who's accused in court papers.
Come on.
You know who's accused in court papers of being a rapist? Donald J. Trump. Donald Trump, Roger Stone. You know that. It's in court papers.
Oh yeah.
And you're a sick dude.
And some old dude with white hair is yelling from off stage, and Alex Jones is just fucking giggling and cackling like he's high as a kite.
Roger Stone.
I want to have a rant off with you right now.
You assault me all the time. You never give me a chance to respond.
Oh, yeah, I should give you a hatchet job. A job to respond. You're a sick man, Roger Stone.
Roger,
no, you're the world's biggest liar. Didn't you admit that you lied about Elliot Spitzer? Didn't you already admit that?
You're not afraid of him, are you? You're not afraid of him. Get him in here.
First of all, Alex, this
wasn't Alex Jones egging him on.
Ain't your fucking show.
I don't know.
Okay, and Roger, it certainly ain't your fucking show.
Are you afraid to debate him?
Okay. Afraid? Are you kidding me? No.
Oh, there's more to it than that. Yeah, bring it back. What happened?
All right.
Roger, run away.
Roger, don't go. He wants to debate you right now.
I'm not going to debate this guy. You're a hatchet man. I don't know why anyone in the media takes you seriously. All you do is lie. You're known as the biggest liar in media. You're the biggest liar
And here comes the female co-host from off stage, starts yelling at Alex Jones.
in media.
Nobody watches your show, dude. Don't get too mad. We got over.
All right, well, first of all,
He's actually mad. You're actually really upset. I think you should have come to debate it. That's true.
All right.
Once you get out of here, Alex.
All right, we got to continue the show.
Hey, man, nobody watches you. We know nobody watches you. You need the
Saudi
ratings.
Arabians aren't funny enough. Your little jihad.
Hey, first of all, let me explain something, all right? Okay, this is bullshit. Okay, hold on. We're against Saudi Arabia, you dumbass! We talk about that all the time.
Oh, really?
We talk about that all the time.
You
You
don't
don't know
know
shit. What do you think, the lizard people are in charge? Is
No.
that what you
Yeah,
think?
you're pissed. We're kicking
Bilderberg?
your ass.
Is that what you
You're
think?
the anti-liberal and you're pissed.
Bullshit.
We're being nice here.
You know what I care about? I care about the American people.
Good. You're the one flipping out. Anybody hurt out there? I'm not worried.
Hey, get the fuck off my stage! Get the fuck off my
The melee ensues. There's fucking people up everywhere. That's hilarious. You can go check that out at worldstarhiphop.com. That's going to do it for the show. Thanks, everyone, for listening to the Stern Jesus Show podcast, July 22nd, 2016. Make sure you go check out all our social media networks and whatnot at sternjesus.net. Remember, we're on Twitter and Facebook and all that stuff. Disciples of Stoner Jesus on Facebook. Come join the group for the show. And we'll see you all next week. That's it. That's it for the week. Go check out all the awesome shows that are on CannabisRadio.com as well. Have a great weekend, everybody. And as always, peace, bitches.